Hello everyone, we are Secretive Media Company. Our topic is tomorrow's menu. Here are our team members: Ming Xu, Jing Xuanzhang, Yihan Yan, Jia Yili. And why we decided to do tomorrow's menu. As we all know, food has been a living and breathing topic since the beginning of time, impacting our well-being, livelihood, and biodiversity across the globe. In our rapidly changing world, the food we're eating is changing us and our planet too. As we grapple with the environment crisis, it is becoming clear that how we currently produce and consume food is having catastrophic impacts on the natural world, human livelihood, and our well-being. This prompts the question: are we eating ourselves into extinction? And next, we will tell you about our project in these 4 parts. The first part is my part: increase food diversity. So the question, why the emphasis on food diversity? There are some main reasons. First, current food is too homogeneous and many foods are facing extinction. And next, global hunger is a serious problem. The different climatic environments of the regions place high demands on the existing food system. According to the information, since the 17th century, food production has increased dramatically at a heavy environmental cost. Of the 7,039 known edible plant species, 11% are threatened with extinction. Industrial farming practices are a threat for 5 out of 6 endangered species. As a global population, we rely on just 15 crops for 90% of our energy intake. Data published in Q's State of the World's Plants and Fungi report indicates that of the more than 7,000 now edible plants, only 417 are considered food crops. Even more alarmingly, the report has warned that more than 4 billion people globally rely on just 3 crops for sustenance: rice, wheat, and maize. We want to tell everybody that rice is not the only thing that can be eaten in large quantities, and to change the dietary system of their children and grandchildren. Next, we will show you an example. This banana is a plant that lives in Ethiopia and is not edible, but its roots and stems can be fermented. This is a story that has been reported. It told us if this type of banana is developed successfully, there is hope that it will go some way to solving the food crisis in Africa. Then we ask the question, how will it benefit people and future generations? In fact, scientists have long used models to predict the potential range of the banana tree over the next 40 years and have found that it could be planted in a much wider area of Africa and has potential to feed over 100 million people. By the way, according to Dr. Borrow of the Royal Botanic Garden Kew, the banana tree could help improve food security by acting as a supplementary crop when food production is low. According to the Borrow, it can be grown and harvested regardless of the season and is a perennial plant that lives for more than 2 years. That's why it's called the tree that fights hunger. My part was done.
Hello everyone, I'm Yihan. My part is the program's title of food, which broadly includes ecological technique of plants, nutrition, soils. I made 3 parts. The first is to create a successful environment for food, which should reduce the lot of failed harvests. The second is to improve the transport infrastructure to reduce loss and security, and the latter is to strengthen food security measures and organize teams to work together to ensure that food conservation assets are effective, and improve the law on food waste and strengthen the law to save food. Establish investigation teams, establish methods for food waste investigation and investigation, and establish quality for revelation food waiters and structure exploration. Establish evaluation of the invalidation for reduce food loss and waste, and make a series of travels and panelists of clothing. This section is talking about our efforts to promote food conservation and sensitive loss reduction and innovative technologies, respectively, as follows. And then we should do something that will have a positive impact on the ecodrought, because the main characteristic of deserts is the lack of water. It is important to grow plants that have a high water stronger properties and are resistant to drought. Of course, the most important thing is to strengthen the transport functions. For example, railway lanes and special docks should be built in the deserts to reduce the loss of food transport chains. The promotion of special transport workers, railway transport vessels. That's come to end my speech. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jay, and here is my part 3, social environment impact. And this part is about many people wasting food. Public has insufficient awareness of food. In recent years, the culture of eating and solving has become popular. It is not surprising that women with weak body shape eat the food of 5 other men in front of the camera, which also causes food waste, and even some girls vomit in order to maintain their body shape. The of stomach competition also attracted a large number of young people's attention, which also caused food waste and showed disrespect for food. And nowadays, there are many vegetarians. It will tell more details about them and analyze the impact on society. Researchers at Stanford University have said that giving vegetarian dishes a tempting name is a trick to seduce people who do not like vegetables. And researchers from the university took students who ate in the cafeteria on campus to do experiments. They found that giving the name of vegetarian food attractive, the sales of the vegetarian food increased by 25%. The experiment was carried out at the University of Stanford. Like their research example, take the carrot, for example. Basic style right vegetable type, such as carrot. The second one is health restriction, sugar-free, orange-flavored carrots. And the third one is healthy and active, a wise choice, orange carrot, rich in vitamin C. The fourth is attractive and attractive style, means fried dough sweet, orange glazed carrot. And the researchers provided different kinds of vegetables in turn every day for a week. Vegetables include many different types, like sweet pumpkin, carrot, corn, and so on. And at the end of the meal, they will also calculate how much the vegetable was eaten. What they ate. Presentation fake beef fish are popular. Today, 15 kinds of fish are extinct, and 85% of the world's fish resources are exhausted. So they had the idea of making sashimi with plants. They mix cassava starch with glucose extracted from the seaweed and successfully synthesized the vegetarian salmon product with the taste of ordinary salmon. First point is that vegetarians eat fake meat, many food and made of vegetables. However, in order to meet the demand, some products will be made into low-quality meat, which makes the consumers unwilling to eat. This is not conducive to people saving food. To solve this problem, and food procedures should make improvements to ensure the taste of food while using plant materials. The public attitude towards junk food. The public knows the harm of trans fat, so they also pay attention to the intake of trans fat in daily life. Because trans fat is easy to accumulate in our body, easy to cause obesity, and is difficult to lose weight. Trans fatty acid will not only lead to obesity but also increase the risk of many diseases. We activate eating food with simple processing and easy access to raw materials. In this way, energy consumption can be reduced in the food production while preserving the original taste and the nutrition of food to the greatest extent. In the past, and there, what should we do? There are three we can do. First point is catering food outlets. In the past, merchants preferred to discard food directly, like pour the milk on the street, rather than reduce the price. But now they prefer to dispose of excess food in front of blind boxes with lower price. This can save food. And the second point is education. In school education, let students know more deeply understand the importance of saving food and put it into practice. And the third point is farm products. Let farmers sell agricultural products like live streaming, without the secondary sales to increase costs, improve sales to increase farmers' enthusiasm for production. And there are two questions. New relationship suited to culture. I think the new relationship can be the public aversion to trans fats and junk food shows that the public prefer natural, green, low fat, and healthier food. The second question is the relationship between Asian food cultural heritage and the future food. In Chinese history, many things were cooked in the same way, almost without seasoning. This is a very good way of food processing, which can promote in the future. That's all. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ming. The first is my part. I'm going to talk about government support. Firstly, so how do you develop new food? By studying research and trade trip to find a crop that match the nature factor of local soil. Scam and writer take for example the plant in Ethiopia. The plant produces fruit similar to banana but not edible. Although its stem and root are rich in starch, which can be found and used to make porridge and bread, but it is only used as food in one region of Ethiopia, where it is steam food and some 20 million people rely on it for their livelihoods. But elsewhere, it it is not yet consumed and widely relative of the plants in Ambo. Plants are found in West area of Africa, including South Africa. This suggested that we could bring this plant to some part of Africa where it can be adapted for widespread convection on the larger scales. This would solve the problem of food shortage. Secondly, so how can we guide the public to a new development of food? First, knowledge about food, understanding of the soil and learning about brewing could be incorporated into the education system so that groups are understand from an early age. Secondly, the development of new food can also be done by introducing public. Government office can provide news development courses from both traditional and modern media channels, and the public the high nutritional value of news group on the spot. Informing people that new foods of high nutrition value are available for consumption, creating a living interest induced channel. Third, how can you for intervent to food people who cannot afford to eat? The government can pay over the dividend, which are the distribution by the government to the communicate. The people come to the communicate to collect the news development food. First, increase the opposite texture for opposite people. Opposite bring out the problem in the world. Opposite has become a global pandemic, and opposite have become a serious problem that plagues human shortage. 1 billion adults worldwide are overweight, with a later 100 million of them meeting the opposite criteria. The introduction of oxide tax in some of their countries have had a very positive impact with oxide rate falling year on year. Here are our references. Well, that's the end of my part. Bye bye.